Hello and welcome everyone to Young Living's compensation plan training. Tonight's presentation is with Andrew Wild. My name's Brenda Rogers and I'm the Business Development Manager and I'm hosting the presentation this evening. It's my very great pleasure now to introduce to you Andrew Wild. And his wife Sharon are residents of Queensland and are gold. They're gold with Young Living. And so they've earned their stripes in terms of understanding the compensation plan. And I understand also that both Sharon and Andrew have learned a lot from US leaders as well. So I think you'll find tonight's presentation absolutely fascinating, even though we've kept it very simple for you as a foundation for you to build on. So I'll hand it over to you now, Andrew, if you'd like to take it from here. Thank you.
Excellent. Thanks very much for that introduction, Brenda. And hi, everyone. My name's Andrew Wild, and tonight we're going to be talking about these particular aspects of the compensation plan: how you get paid, retail customer earnings, the starter kit bonus, and the fast start bonus. But before we get started, just let me tell you really quickly a little bit about myself. So myself with my wife Sharon have been using the Young Living products for about 8 years now, and now we actually share Young Living full time. Our organisation's called Team Wildfire, and we're really passionate about helping to educate for a healthier tomorrow. So that's just a little bit about myself. Now tonight we're going to be covering just 3 of the 8 different ways you can be paid through the Young Living compensation plan. So we're going to be covering the retail customer earnings, the fast start bonus, and the starter kit bonus. But we're going to be focusing most of our time on the fast start bonus and the starter kit bonus. So first, let's have a look at how you get paid. So there's 2 ways that you can receive your commission. We like to call it a thank you check from Young Living. The first is as credit applied to your Young Living account, and the second way is directly into your bank account. So let's just quickly have a look at those 2 different ways. We no longer send checks, the old ones that you used to have to go into the bank and cash. Obviously, we're in 2016 now, so we do everything digitally nowadays, which is good because it's a lot faster than having to line up in the bank and deposit those checks. So firstly, the credit applied to your Young Living account. Now this is what I call the default option. So if you haven't selected option 2, this is how your commission is going to be paid. So your total commission amount will be applied as credit onto your Young Living account, and you can use that to pay for an order. So you can use them to pay for a standard order or your monthly essential rewards order. But note this: at the moment, you can only use your credits online for a standard order. So when you're using and when you're doing an order through your virtual office, and you do a standard order, you can choose to use your credits to pay for that. However, if you want to use those credits for an essential rewards order, you have to call Young Living Member Services to currently do that. That can't be done electronically online at the moment. So here's how you actually do it. When you place a standard order, when you get up to the payment section, you choose the tick box next to account credits. Then you fill in the amount you want to use for this particular order. And you can actually, let's say put $40 on that and $18 on your credit card. So you can actually split that up. So that's how you can actually use the credits which are applied to your account. Now here is my personal preferred option. I like to receive them directly into my bank account. Now in order to do this, you need to complete the direct credit of commissions form, and you'll find that in the member resources section of your virtual office. So you need to fill that in and send that through to Young Living. Here's a common question that I get asked: when will I actually get paid? So when will I receive those commissions? And the commission run is normally done, or is normally completed by around the 20th of the following month. So for example, May's commission will be paid around the 20th of June. This date will vary from month to month, but it's generally you'll see it in your bank account by the 20th of June. So where can you actually view your commission statement? You can do that through your virtual office by choosing My Account, My Commissions. And when you do that, it's going to show you for each month the amount and what you can see. They still call it a check number. I know they don't actually use checks, but we still refer to the name check. Now, understand that when you see that check number, that's actually a link. So you can actually click on that check number and it will then show you the breakdown of your commission between all of those 8 different ways that you can be paid. And I really encourage you to do that, especially after this presentation, because you're going to have a much better understanding of the Young Living Compensation Plan and the breakdown of all the different ways that you can be paid. So you might as well have a look and see how much money you're earning in each of those different bonuses and commissions. So this is another big question for us here in Australia, is how are the commissions calculated and paid to us here in Australia in Australian dollars? PV. PV is so important for you to understand because all of the commission calculations are done using a product's PV or points value. They're never done using the actual product's price. And this is because Young Living is an international company, and so their computer systems do all the maths on this PV amount so that this PV for each product is basically the same all around the world. You'll see in your price list that you'll always see the price of a product and the PV of the product. So the question's then asked, if all these calculations are done based on PV, how is this final PV amount then converted into Australian dollars, which obviously goes into our bank account or as credit onto our Young Living account? The answer to that is through this thing that Young Living refer to as the peg rate. This is like a currency conversion amount, and the commissionable PV is multiplied by this peg rate, and that determines the actual Australian dollar amount you'll get paid into your bank account. This peg rate is determined by Young Living, and it's fixed, but it's reviewed every year. So when it's reviewed, it's set, and it's like a peg, it'll stay there until they review it again the next year, and then it may move. As of June 2016, the Australian dollar peg rate is 1.3. So let's have an example of how you then apply that. So I hope you've got your calculators out and pens and paper. So if the commissionable PV was 25 PV, then how much would this equate to in Australian dollars? So to work that out, you simply multiply 25 PV by that peg rate, which is 1.3, and that will give you $32.50 Australian dollars. So here's a quick quiz. Now that you know what the peg rate is, you should be able to easily work this out. If the total commissionable PV in a month is 150 PV, how much is this in Australian dollars? So hopefully you can easily work that out by going 150 multiplied by 1.3, which is the peg rate, and that will give you $195. So we've covered this how you get paid section. So let's just give a brief recap of what we've gone over in this section. We've talked about how you can receive your commissions as either credit or directly into your bank account. Young Living do the commission run or the calculations around the 20th of the next month, and you can view them from your virtual office. These commissions are always calculated using a product's PV, and then converted into Australian dollars using the peg rate. Okay, so when a person wants to purchase products from Young Living, they've got basically 2 options. The first option is to purchase the products at the wholesale amount, which is a 24% discount on retail, and we call this a wholesale member. The second option is to purchase the products at the full retail price. And when a person wishes to do that, we call them a retail customer. So what we're going to look at now are what we call retail customer earnings. And they're the commissions that we earn on the purchases from these retail customers. So the price difference between retail and wholesale prices is approximately 24%. And retail custom earnings is quite simply you earn that difference, which is about 24%. That's what retail customer earnings is. It's really quite straightforward. Now, in order to qualify for retail customer earnings in a given month, you need to have a 50 PV order to qualify. Now, and that's all there is to retail customer earnings. They're really straightforward. Now let's have a look at the starter kit bonus. Now, I like to call the starter kit bonus, just for my own reference, really the premium starter kit bonus, because this only applies to premium starter kits. These premium starter kits include the premium starter kit with the 10 oils, including the different diffusers, and also the Ningxia Red premium starter kit. And it will also apply to all future premium starter kits if there are new ones released in the future. Now, it does not apply to the basic starter kit. So that's why I prefer to call it the premium starter kit bonus, because to me that makes more sense. But you'll see on your commission check it's called the starter kit bonus, so that's what we'll refer to it as. So when does this bonus actually apply? So it applies when a premium starter kit is purchased within a new member's first calendar month. Now let's have a look at a few examples to illustrate that better. So Mary enrolls in June with the premium starter kit. Terrific, I'm going to receive the starter kit bonus. What if Mary enrolls on the 2nd of June with the basic starter kit and then purchase the premium starter kit on the 30th of June? Well, terrific, I'm still going to receive the premium starter kit bonus. There you go, I said premium. That I'm still going to receive that. Why? Is because Mary has purchased the premium starter kit in her first calendar month. What about this example, where Mary enrolls on the 28th of June with the basic starter kit? She then purchases the premium starter kit only a few days later on the 1st of July. In this case, I'm not going to qualify for the starter kit bonus because the premium starter kit was purchased in Mary's second calendar month. And remember, it has to be purchased in Mary's first calendar month in order for me to receive the starter kit bonus. So hopefully that explains that in a little bit more detail. So how much is this starter kit bonus? Remember, I always said that all the calculations are done in PV. So we always refer to the starter kit bonus as being 25 PV because that's what it is. So if we were to convert that into Australian dollars using the current peg rate of 1.3, that gives us $32.50 Australian. Now understand that may change in the future. Obviously if the peg rate changes, then that amount is going to change. However, the starter kit bonus is always going to stay as 25 PV. So who is the starter kit bonus paid to? It's paid to the enroller. Now in a previous webinar, it was explained the difference between sponsor and enroller, so we won't go into that sort of detail here, but you will hear a little bit more about sponsor and enroller bonuses and commissions soon. The enroller must have a 50 PV minimum order in that commissionable month to be eligible for the starter kit bonus. So let's have a look at this summary of the starter kit bonus. So we mentioned how it applies to a premium starter kit that is purchased in the new member's first calendar month. It's paid to the enroller who needs to have a 50 PV minimum order to qualify, and it is worth 25 PV. Okay, now one of the things that I've been mentioning here a lot is this concept of qualification. Now, I remember when I first heard about the different bonuses and commissions and the different qualification criteria, I got a little bit confused, and I didn't think it was really explained that well in that one sheet of paper that I had. So what I decided to do is to try and make my life a little bit easier. I created some quick reference charts. So this is one of the quick reference charts that I created, which I'll be explaining in a little bit more detail. Now, you don't need to write all of this down, because at the end of this I'm going to give you a link, and from that link you can actually download a more detailed quick reference chart. Now, this hasn't been produced by Young Living. I did this for my own benefit and for my team's benefit, but you're welcome to use this, and hopefully it's going to help explain the qualification for each of the bonuses and commissions a little bit more clearer. So let's have a look at this just quickly in a little bit more detail. So you're going to see there 50 PV, and these particular ones have a tick next to them. That means for these particular bonuses, so the retail customer earnings, the Fast Start bonus level 1 and 2, and the starter kit bonus, you need to have a 50 PV order in order to qualify for those particular bonuses and commissions. The next column here, you can see the ticks there. They don't have 50 PV. You need to have a 100 PV order in order to qualify for the Rising Star bonus and the Uni level commission. You can also see there are highlighted in yellow that in order to qualify for the Rising Star bonus, you must be on Essential Rewards. And so that's why I made that line yellow, because I wanted to really highlight that you need to be on Essential Rewards to be able to qualify for that particular bonus. Now, as we work our way down, you're going to see these things, extra commissions and bonuses here, the Generation Commission and the Generation Leadership bonus. Now, if you have a look at the ticks there, you can see you need to be a silver, gold, platinum and above in order to qualify for those particular commissions and bonuses. And for Diamond Express, well, you need to be a diamond or higher to qualify for that one. So the next thing which I wanted to create a little table for was understanding which of the bonuses and commissions are paid to the enroller and which ones are paid to the sponsor. So that's why I put together this particular table, which has the tick in the column for paid to enroller for the retail customer earnings, the Fast Start bonus and the starter kit bonus, and for all the rest, they're paid to the sponsor. So what I then did is took that and put all of that into the one table. So you can see on the left-hand side there, you've got the E, which means paid to enroller. S means paid to sponsor. So you can see there which ones are paid to the sponsor and which ones are paid to the enroller. And then we have the rest of the information in regards to the 50 PV or 100 PV or other qualification needed in order to earn that particular commission or bonus. Now, up on the screen is a link. You can see it says compquickref.teamwildfire.org. So you're welcome to download this and print it out. It's 2 sheets and it has more information than what I've been able to put on this particular slide, but you're welcome to go there and download that PDF and print that out for yourself and have it in front of you whenever you're looking or learning about the Young Living compensation plan, because I think it will help to anchor and to understand the compensation plan much better. I'm going to put that link up at the end of this presentation again, just in case you haven't had enough time to write that down. Okay, I want to mention this to you because this made the compensation plan a little bit easier for me to understand. So hopefully this might make it a little bit easier for you as well. So the retail customer earnings, the Fast Start bonus and the starter kit bonus, I often refer to them as, well, short-term bonuses and commissions. What I mean by that is that when you enroll a new person, you're going to potentially qualify to earn these. However, they might only last a very short amount of time. So the starter kit bonus, that's just a once-off bonus. The Fast Start bonus, well, as you'll hear soon, that lasts for the new members' first 3 months. So these are bonuses which only last a short amount of time. The Rising Star bonus, now that's a little bit different, and that'll be talked about in a different webinar, but that's what I call sort of a medium-term one, because when you first start sharing, you won't have enough people in your organisation to qualify for that. But as you get more and more, you will be able to start to qualify for that. But once you get to a certain level, you actually won't qualify for it anymore. So that's why I'm talking about that as a sort of a medium-term type bonus. But these guys here, the uni-level commission, the generation commission, and the generation leadership bonus, these are what I call the long-term guys. These are the ones that you will receive after 1 month, after 10 months, after 10 years, after 50 years. You're going to continue to receive these in the long term. So, what is your commission breakdown going to look like when you first start sharing Young Living? And it's going to look something like this. When you first start sharing, the majority of your commission is going to be made up of the Fast Start bonus and the Starter Kit bonus. When you first start sharing, you're not going to be eligible for the Rising Star bonus because you won't have enough people within your organisation when you very first start. And your uni level commission is only going to be comprised of a fraction of your commission check. So don't be surprised when you receive your first commission check and it looks something like that. That's perfectly normal for when you start. Please understand that these percentages are purely for illustration purposes only and don't reflect actual numbers. So it's my opinion that when you need to understand the Fast Start bonus and the Starter Kit bonus, because they're going to comprise of the majority of your commission check. Whereas the other bonuses and commissions, well, maybe you'll study them a little bit later. So I want you to look at the Young Living compensation plan and don't be overwhelmed by the fact that there's all these different ways that you can earn commission. When you start, just start with those basics and getting your head around those and understanding those. And hopefully you can see why it's my opinion that they're the most important when you first start sharing Young Living. So let's just go a little bit further down the path and into your journey. Let's say you have 50 members within your organisation. What will the breakdown look like of your commission check? So here, the Fast Start bonus and Starter Kit bonus is going to be a smaller proportion of your check. You might now start to be earning the Rising Star bonus, and the uni level commission is going to be a slightly larger proportion of your Young Living check. As you progress along, let's say you get to silver or above, again, the breakdown of your thank you check is going to look different. So the Fast Start bonus and Starter Kit bonus are again going to be reduced. They're going to be a smaller proportion of your check. You won't be eligible to receive this Rising Star bonus anymore, so that won't be any of your check. But the uni level commission, generation commission, and generation leadership bonus are going to comprise the majority of your Young Living check once you reach silver and above. So if you have a look at the progression from when you very first start sharing all the way from silver, you'll see it'll look something like this. Your commission breakdown will go from being a big proportion at the start from the Fast Start bonus and the Starter Kit bonus and progressively not be as high a proportion. And that'll be because the uni level and generation commission are going to be growing so much more. So by the time you get to silver and above, you can see how your uni level commission is going to grow a lot more and be a much higher percentage of your Young Living thank you check. So the reason I'm telling you this is so that when you receive your check and you look at those breakdowns, which I really hope you do now, that you'll understand based on where you are, roughly what that's going to look like, and understand that will change as you progress through the ranks in your Young Living journey. So let's have a summary of what we just talked about there with qualification. So if you are on the Essential Rewards program and you order a minimum of 100 PV, you're going to qualify for all possible commissions and bonuses. And you're going to often hear people say that they always recommend you be on that because that's going to qualify you for all possible commissions and bonuses. Understand that the breakdown of your commissions will change as you progress through the ranks. And the sponsor and enroller are eligible to receive different commissions and bonuses. If you are both, then, well, you're going to receive both. All right, now let's get to one of my favourite bonuses, the Fast Start bonus. So let's have a look at that from our quick reference table. So when we focus in at the Fast Start bonus, we can see that there's two levels. We call them level 1 and level 2. You can see that this is paid to the enroller, and to qualify for these, you need to have a minimum of a 50 PV order. So let's go into detail now, looking at the Fast Start bonus level 1. So here you are up the top. I assume everyone doesn't look like that lovely lady there. I know I certainly don't. Difference is I've got black short hair and she's got blonde long hair. But pretend just for a moment that is you. So here you enroll Sally. And so Sally is on your level 1. And we're going to be talking about this Fast Start bonus level 1 that we're going to receive on Sally's orders. So let's have a look at that now. So the Fast Start bonus is 25%. And as we mentioned before, it's paid to the enroller, and you need a minimum 50 PV order to qualify. Now here's what you need to know. It applies for the new members' first 3 calendar months. That's the most important thing for you to know here, the 25%, and that it applies for the new members' first 3 calendar months. Now I've put something a little bit more advanced in here that you don't have to remember because it'll come up when the uni level and generation commissions talked about, and that is that when the Fast Start bonus is payable, uni level and generation commission PVs are reduced by 70%. Now if you don't understand what that means, don't worry about it for now because that'll be addressed further when the uni level and generation commissions are talked about. So let's have a look at a Fast Start bonus level 1 example. So in this example, you enroll Sally in June, and Sally purchases 100 PV of products. So let's have a look at this 100 PV of products. So to calculate that Fast Start bonus level 1, we have to take that 100 PV and multiply it by 25%. That gives us 25 PV. So we then need to multiply that by the PEG rate. When we multiply the 25 PV multiplied by 1.3, it gives us $32.50. So the Fast Start bonus level 1 amount for June is going to be $32.50. So that's how much you're going to receive in terms of Fast Start level 1. So now let's have a look at Fast Start bonus level 1 for the month of July. So in July, Sally orders 150 PV of products. So we take that 150 PV, multiply it by 25%, which gives us the 37.5 PV. We then multiply that by the PEG rate, which gives us $48.75. So in July, you're going to earn $48.75 from the Fast Start bonus level 1. Let's now have a look at month 3. In month 3, Sally purchases 50 PV of products. So we multiply that by 25% to give us 12.5 PV. We then multiply that by the PEG rate to give us $16.25. So in August, we're going to earn $16.25 as the Fast Start bonus level 1. Progressing on to month 4. So in month 4, Sally makes a 100 PV order. But the Fast Start bonus no longer applies because it only applies to Sally's first 3 calendar months. So let's have a summary of what we just learned in regards to the Fast Start bonus level 1. So it's a 25% bonus who must have a 50 PV order to qualify, and it applies for the new members' first 3 calendar months. All right, now let's progress on. Let's have a look now at the Fast Start bonus level 2. So in this case, you've enrolled Sally, and at a future date, Sally has enrolled Steve. Now, Steve is on your level 2, and you're going to be potentially earning the Fast Start level 2 from Steve's orders. So let's have a look at that now. So that Fast Start bonus level 2 is 10%. Now, here's a slightly unusual thing about the qualification for Fast Start bonus level 2. So the Fast Start bonus level 2 qualification, it only applies when the Fast Start bonus level 1 is paid. Now, don't worry if that confuses you a little, because we're going to look at that in more detail so that you understand that clearly. So let's have a look at this, how this works. So for you to receive the Fast Start level 2 from Steve's orders, Sally must qualify to receive the Fast Start from Steve. So let's have a look at that. In this particular month, you've made a 200 PV order, Sally's made a 50 PV order, and Steve's made a 100 PV order. So because Sally qualifies for the Fast Start bonus, because she has made her 50 PV order, so she's qualified as Fast Start level 1 from Steve, that means you're going to qualify to receive the Fast Start bonus level 2 from Steve's order. So let's have a look at another one of these examples. So just reiterating again, for you to receive from Steve's orders, Sally must qualify to receive the Fast Start bonus level 1 from Steve's orders. So let's have a look at this example. In this example, you purchased 200 PV of products. Uh-oh, Sally hasn't purchased anything this month, but Steve's purchased 100 PV of products. So Sally, now because Sally has not made an order, she doesn't qualify to receive her Fast Start bonus level 1. And because she doesn't qualify to receive her Fast Start bonus level 1, this means you're not going to receive your Fast Start bonus level 2. All right, let's have a look at this. Let's now calculate some of the Fast Start bonus level 2. So in September, Sally, she enrolls Steve. So let's just have a look at this again. You enrolled Sally, and Sally has now enrolled Steve in September. Sally has made a 100 PV order, and Steve has made a 150 PV order. So let's calculate what you're going to receive as the Fast Start level 2 bonus. So we take Steve's orders of 150 PV and multiply that by 10%. That gives us 15 PV. We then multiply that by the peg rate, which gives us $19.50. So the Fast Start bonus level 2 amount will be $19.50 for September. Now let's have a look at Steve's second month. In Steve's second month, Sally makes a 50 PV order and Steve makes a 300 PV order. So we look at Steve's 300 PV and multiply that by the 10%. That gives us 30 PV. We then multiply that by the peg rate, which gives us $39. So the Fast Start bonus level 2 amount in October will be $39. Now let's have a look at one more example at Steve's third month. Ooh, look at that. In Steve's third month, Sally hasn't made an order, but Steve has made a 400 PV order. So if Sally doesn't make an order in November, are you going to receive the Fast Start bonus in November? The answer is no, you're not, because remember that qualification. Fast Start bonus level 2 is only ever made when the Fast Start bonus level 1 is paid. So because Sally won't qualify to receive her Fast Start bonus level 1, you're not going to receive your Fast Start bonus level 2. Now let's just do the maths on that. If Steve has made a 400 PV order, how much is Sally missing out on as her Fast Start bonus level 1, because that's what she's going to earn off Steve's order there. So to do the maths there, you take the 400 PV, multiply it by 25%, which gives us 100 PV, and then multiply that by the peg rate, and that gives us $130. Yep, so Sally is missing out on $130 in commission just because she didn't place her order this month in November. So knowing this, are any of your members missing out on earning a commission? This is to have an understanding of this component of the compensation plan. And you want to be checking your downline viewer every month, generally towards the end of the month. Because by you understanding this part of the compensation plan, you can be informing those members in your organisation if they are what I like to call leaving money on the table. By not placing an order in that month, they're not earning that Fast Start bonus or potentially earning that Fast Start bonus. So it's important for you to understand the compensation plan so you can be viewing and checking your downline viewer every month to make sure that everyone in your organisation is earning their maximum compensation and maximum commission. So let's have a look at the summary, the Fast Start bonus level 2 summary of what we've just talked about. So the Fast Start bonus level 2 is 10%, and it only applies when the Fast Start bonus level 1 is paid. And as the tip, make sure you check your downline viewer every month to ensure that your members are not missing out on commissions. And if they are, make sure you give them a call, email, Facebook message, SMS, whatever means of communication they and you prefer. Okay, so we've learned a lot now. Now let's apply what we've learned into a real world scenario where we're going to look at the starter kit bonus and the Fast Start bonus. So here you are, and in this particular month, you have made an order totaling 200 PV. You enroll Sally with a PSK and a beautiful essential oil. Who doesn't love Joy essential oil? So that totals 141 PV. Now, Sally has gotten pretty excited and enrolled Steve. Now, Steve just liked the name of Cool Azul. He had no idea what it did, but he thought it represented him really well. So he decided to buy that along with a premium starter kit. So that totals 174 PV. So let's now have a look at how that all works out. So the starter kit bonus that you're going to receive from Sally's premium starter kit is 25 PV multiplied by the peg rate gives us $32.50. Now let's look at the Fast Start bonus level 1 that you're earning on all of Sally's orders for that month. They total 141 PV. So we multiply that by 25% because that's the Fast Start bonus level 1, and that gives us 35.25 PV. We then multiply that by the peg rate, which gives us $45.83. Now let's have a look at Steve's orders. So we're going to earn the Fast Start bonus level 2 on Steve's orders. Now Steve has made total orders in that month of 174 PV. We multiply that by the 10% because that's the Fast Start bonus level 2 amount, and that gives us 17.4 PV. We then multiply that by 1.3, and that gives us $22.62. So when we look at our commission breakdown, we're going to start to look, it's going to start to look like this. So the Fast Start bonus level 1 of $45.83, the level 2 of $22.62, and the starter kit bonus of $32.50. Now, please note this, they're the only ones that we're covering in this particular presentation. So like for example, the uni-level webinar. So this starts to give you an idea of how in a real-world scenario, what your commission breakdown is going to start looking like. commission break. So let's summarise what we have covered here. We've talked about the retail customer earnings, the fast start bonus level 1, 2, which is 10%, and the starter kit bonus. Each one of those is payable to the enroller, and in order to qualify for them, you need a 50 PV order. We also talked about how you can receive your commissions as credit on your account or directly into your bank account, and that happens around the 20th of the next month. We also talked about this thing called the PEG rate, this currency conversion rate, which is currently 1.3 as of June 2016. Young Living review and change that, but knowing that allows you to calculate commissions just like we have in today's webinar. Okay, well, I've come to the end of the presentation, so I really hope that you've gotten a lot out of this. I've put up on the screen there the link for that quick reference chart that I created, which I find to be really useful. So you're welcome to go there and download that. It's a PDF file and print it out. I suggest you have it with you whenever you're looking at the compensation plan, because I think it will really help to understand it a lot better. So thank you very much. And now we're going to open the floor to questions. I think Brenda's been collating any of the questions that you've had. So Brenda.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Andrew. And you have a beautiful presentation style. It's very clear and comprehensive. In fact, Ra Pullman agrees with me. She says you are an awesome presenter, loving it, very clear, and super cool summary charts. So you've got a fan out there, Andrew.
Thanks, Ra. Appreciate it. Feedback.
And Angela says she loves the short, medium, and long-term concepts, which is great. Angela is she's getting it. Let me just see. Can we have two ways of payment commission, 50% credit in Young Living account and 50% through appointed bank? So Andrew, can people allocate where they want their commissions to go, or is it one or the other?
To my understanding, it's only one or the other. That's to my understanding.
Yeah, that's how I understand it as well. So any other questions or clarifications, guys, about the components of Andrew's talk tonight, the retail customer part of it, the starter kit bonus part of it, the fast start bonus, or even the virtual office. I had a question for you, Andrew, regarding the virtual office. How do you look up your members in this particular instance for their bonus?
Okay, yeah, that's a great question. One of the great things about the virtual office is that it has advanced search functionality. Now, before I talk about that, let me just talk about the basics. The basics are when you go to your downline viewer and you view your organisation, you can see a whole list of all the people that you've enrolled. But if you've got a lot of people there, there's actually a really simple way. You can actually just see the people who might be missing out on commissions. And if you have never used it before, I strongly encourage you to use the advanced search feature, which you can do in the virtual office, in the downline viewer. So you can actually go in there and you can do advanced searches, and you can say things like, only show me the people who I have personally enrolled and who have a PV of 0, so that means they haven't earned anything, and have an OGV of something greater than 0. And what will then happen is that will then show you all the people who may be eligible for commissions that haven't actually placed an order. Now, that might seem a little bit complicated, but what I encourage you to do is have a look at the advanced search functionality in the virtual office, in your downline viewer, because it really allows you to do these compound queries, which allow you to really drill down and to find some great information in your organisation.
Oh, awesome! That's a great tool for people to recognise. I think that the virtual office, which by the way, you may realise the classic virtual office will be cut off very soon in July. So If you haven't yet migrated, it's a really good thing to do and get to be able to experience all that functionality.
Yep.
There
Now,
is,
I do have one question here that I just want to clarify because this is something that I see quite often in regards to fast start bonuses. So let me just go here. Okay, so we're in November. So the question was in regards to um, wouldn't Steve, just let me see here, by the time they got to November, hadn't the fast start 3 months finished? And the answer to that is no. So the question was, by the time they got to November here, hadn't the fast start bonus finished? The area where people get confused is this, is let's say in this example, we've got Sally. If we enrolled Sally, let's say in January, okay, so we've enrolled Sally in January, we're only going to receive Fast Start Bonus Level 1 from Sally's order for January, February, and March. So that's Sally's first 3 calendar months. But when Sally enrolls Steve, and she enrolled Steve in September, that means it's Steve's first calendar month, it's September. So that means that Sally is going to receive Fast Start Bonus Level 1 for September, October, and November. And I want you then to remember back to the qualification for you receiving Fast Start Bonus Level 2. And the qualification for you receiving the Fast Start Bonus Level 2 is that, in this case, Sally needs to qualify to receive Fast Start Bonus Level 1, which she is. She's qualifying for that from Steve's orders in September and October and November. So sometimes people get confused about this 3 months and they think, well, hang on, I enrolled Sally in January, so that means I won't receive Fast Start Bonus Level 2 from Steve, because wouldn't that only apply to Sally's first 3 months? And the answer to that is no, because it's Steve's first 3 months in this example. So
yeah,
I
great.
just wanted to clarify that.
Yeah, great question, Jenny. And there's another one from Shahida that is quite good as well, Andrew, and it's about ER, essential rewards. Are you able to answer that one as well?
Okay, yep, okay, so I'm just reading that now. Okay, so the question was if a new member bought a 50 PV product in the first calendar month and then went on the ER program the second calendar month, would the enroller, and I assume then purchase the premium starter kit, would the enroller be entitled to get the starter kit bonus? And the answer to that is no, because the starter kit bonus is only ever payable within the new member's first calendar month, only in the first calendar month. It doesn't matter if the person goes on Essential Rewards in the future, the starter kit bonus is only payable in the new member's first calendar month.
And just another question about the advanced search bar. What criteria do you enter in order to be able to see if people are missing
Okay.
level 1
Yeah.
Fast Start bonus?
Okay, what I'll do is, because I can't think of it off the top of my head, I'll do like a screenshot of it, and then I'll be able to post that through. So I think I'll do that. It'll make it
Yeah.
easier than trying to explain, because I don't have it in front of me at the
Great.
moment.
Let me just see if there's any more questions. Now, lots of people are asking about recordings. Of course, we're recording. And we recorded last month's session as well. If you'd like to go back and review the information that Cliff talked about, it is, of course, stored in the virtual office, and this one will be as well. I also send out in a follow-up email this recording to everyone who attended and everyone who registered but didn't attend, so everyone will get to see that as well. Obviously, it's so brilliant. You will want to share that with people, and you're welcome to do that. The slides are not for distribution. They are Andrew's intellectual property. However, the webinar is available for distribution. If you feel inclined, we'd love you to post on Facebook and say how wonderful it was and direct people to the place where it's stored on the virtual office, which will take a couple of days, by the way, to get there, because that helps other people know that there's this fabulous resource available to them. We have another.
Yeah, it's great to see.
Go ahead, Andrew.
Yeah, I was just going to say it's great to see people have already downloaded the quick reference chart and they're already commenting on that it's made the compensation plan a lot clearer and a lot easier to understand. So that's great feedback. Thanks for
Yeah,
that, Julie.
it's so exciting. I can feel the excitement from all the comments, people just opening up and realizing what this knowledge can reveal, and at the very least for your bank account, which is absolutely fabulous. So we have part 3 coming up next month. It's on the 19th of July. If you've registered, you're automatically registered for that one. Put it in your diary so you don't miss it. And we have Pauline Hall talking to us for that one. So once again, I think we'll leave it there. Andrew, thank you so much for your presentation style, your loving patience and generosity. It's come through beautifully, and we are really, really grateful. So thank you very much. Thank you, everyone, for coming on board and for commenting and for dedicating your time to your own education. It's absolutely fantastic. And we'll see you again next time. Thanks, everyone.
Thanks, everyone. See ya.